Well, here we are again in the man cave. Morning. This is third of my videos from Spain, from this year's trip to Spain. And this one involves a bit of a stroll. This one is up through the narrow twisties, up to the village of Cain, which is at the start of the Cares Gorge, the Desfiladero de Cares in Spanish, I suppose. It's a fantastic ride up to Cain. I have an apology to make though, because the sound, this dreaded connection between the microphone and the camera, it's very good when it's good, but it's so easy to break that connection. And the first stint from Portilla de la Reina, which became my overnight stay that night, it didn't connect. So there's a little bit of voiceover, if you like, but I got there. And then up to Cain. Why anybody would ride or drive all the way to Cain and not at least have a look at the gorge? Because quite a few people do. They just ride up there and just have a look around and then clear off again. But it's just a spectacular, it's a short walk to get into the gorge, and it's so spectacular. And I went for a short walk, as I say, up the gorge, just because it's there. Another little disaster there. For whatever reason, I don't know, I decided to take my cheap little video camera and just record a little bit of the gorge. Didn't work, did it? But I did take some stills, so I got 3 or 4 still photographs within the gorge itself. So I just hope you can make out what I'm rambling on about, really. Then I came back up to the bike and set off back up from Cain, or down I should say, south again from Cain. But this time I didn't want to go all the way back along the same road that I used to get there, so I turned right and across to the Reina road, the main Reina road from the north, just to include some different mileage. It was a great run, to be honest, a great ride out with a nice little walk halfway through. So have a look at it, see what you think. I hope you enjoy watching it. It's certainly nice to have ridden it, and let me know. Drop me a hint, drop me a message, a comment if you like. And I do like to see the comments, and I always reply to them. Again, subscribe if you haven't already done so. It doesn't cost anything. It does help me a little bit. It gives me a little bit more, I won't say a will to live. It gives me a bit more enthusiasm for the channel, I suppose. So yeah, see what you think and let me know. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Now, with this little trip, what I want to do is I want to ride up to the village of Cain, which is the start of what I've described as the Cares Gorge. So we're going to start at Portilla de la Reina there, which is where my overnight stop is going to be. Then we follow this little white road, this little windy white road up here through the mountains, lovely and windy, full of viewpoints, and up to the north to Cain defile, which is there. Delightful little village in its own right, but just from the village it's a dead end. You can't go any further with a vehicle. The Cares Gorge, or the Desfiladero de Cares, is just up here, and it's a walk alongside the river. and it's absolutely stunning. So I took a short walk up there and then came back and then retraced my steps, or my wheel tracks more to the point, to here, to the Posada de where I turned right and came across again through the twisties. Viewpoints aplenty, and down to the main Reina road, and from there I carried on around. And across to my overnight stay at, as I said, Portilla de la Reina. And that was my trip, as I've already described it. Right, now you've got my voiceover, thanks to problems with my helmet microphone again. I've got it sorted, but it just hasn't made the connection properly. But we're just leaving the hotel for tonight, the Albergue de Portilla, and heading off down the main road. We're on the main road down to Reina, just at the minute, and then just in front of us you've got this right hand turn. We're going to turn right here, and once we come round, we're now off the main road and we're heading up towards the village of Cain, and ultimately the Cares Gorge, or the Desfiladero de Cares in Spanish. First section is a little bit open, and then we're coming up towards the back of the village that we've sort of bypassed, really, the Portilla de la Reina, and then once we're through, and now we're on the main road up to Cain itself. It's not really a main road, it's a dead end road. It goes as far as Cain and that's it. You can't go any further with a motor vehicle, as I've said. And when we get there, I'm going to take a stroll down from the village down to the gorge itself, and we'll have a little walk along the gorge. I'll try and show you just how spectacular the gorge is. But for the moment, it's a lovely ride up here along this road. It's not too busy. It's still holiday time, really, but it's not too busy, and I'm hoping the village itself is quiet as well, relatively quiet anyway. But the roads are not too bad. We've got this. I don't know what sort of rock it is. It's some sort of conglomerate. I'm fairly sure it's volcanic, for a short while at least, and then a little bit further up the road, then we start to get views of the spectacular limestone mountains that the Picos de Europa. Will you rejoin me for the ride into the village of Cain? So let's just see how it goes, shall we? Just look at the surroundings. We're back in the limestone again now, of course. And this really does feel like the road less travelled. Beautiful mountain villages that we passed through. What's so fantastic about this place, this area, is that if you can just handle the 24-hour plus ferry crossing to Santander, these mountains are on the doorstep, just a short drive or ride away. Even though I've not climbed for some years now, I still look at these places through a climber's eyes. Which would be the way to go? Which would be the most interesting route up onto the summits? Just look at it. There isn't really a word to describe it. There really isn't. I remember this last bit quite clearly from 9 years ago, riding into this last stretch right into the village of Cain itself, and the gorge has started. We're in the gorge already, but the road runs as far as Cain and then it's a footpath, and that's it. So it should be. Tremendous piece of road for different reasons. Oh, just look at this. Oh man. I don't know how far I can get down. This will do for now. It'll do very much for now. I'll see you down at the gorge. Don't go away. Well, that's the Cares Gorge, done and dusted. Now the way back is for a short distance the way we came in, so we're just retracing our wheel tracks really. But then a few miles out, gonna use a big word now, the road bifurcates. Not a dirty word. It splits. The left-hand fork goes the way we came earlier on, and the left-hand fork, sorry, the right-hand fork. Come on, let's get it right, shall we? The left-hand fork follows our inward trip, and the right-hand fork takes us down to Reina. But just because we're retracing our wheel tracks doesn't mean to say it's not worth filming, because, well, it's the same scenery from the opposite direction. And as I used to tell my good people on the coach, it can be completely different. So I'll spend a few minutes filming certainly the return through the gorge, because this is really spectacular. It's great to have taken that walk along through the gorge though, only a short distance admittedly, but I don't see the point in riding or driving all the way out to Cain and not at least having a look at the gorge. My God. Here we are. We have to say hello to these creatures. Be rude not to. Chamois. I'm sure it is. They certainly live in these hills, do the chamois. So we'll go and have a look. Taking the view. Oh, what a view! Oh. What have you? View indicator. That was an understatement. It's very much an understatement, but there's more mountains than you can poke a stick at. What a view. Photograph. No. Let's go. Right. I'll leave you here for now. and switch it back on when we're on a new road. Well, we've taken the right fork, so we're going to take a slightly different route back. This is going to take us eventually down to Reina, which is just about the biggest village in the area. And one reason I want to go to Reina is because I want to fill Blizzard's tank up, just top her up, so I've always got plenty to go at. So we come a short distance away, oh, says he, as they loom over us once again. But we are making our way slowly away from the centre of the Picos. So the surroundings get a little bit milder. Banda Rueda. I knew there was a little mountain pass on the way back over here. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we'll carry on down. I'm going to touch on from here because we're out of the limestone now. We're out of the most spectacular. And I want to save some footage for one or two trips later in the week. So I'll see you at the hotel. Bye for now. Well, welcome back. I filled up with petrol. That's Reina. Didn't need much. This little thing, riding around all these mountains in the low gears, 91 to the gallon. No complaints from me. Anyway, just a few minutes and we'll be at our hotel for the night. Portilla de la Reina. This is us. The Alberg Portilla. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, well, who knows? But we'll make it interesting. And maybe tomorrow night we'll be under canvas. Well, I will, not the bike. See you tomorrow.